What's poppin'? It's KG Go Hard, and I'm back with another video. You already know what y'all about to get, man. Tune in with your boy, man. It's about to go crazy, man. We going up every day, man. If you ain't like to subscribe, do so now. It's about to jump. Y'all see what it is, man. We outside with it. Walk vlog. We walking and we vlogging, and man, we got some stuff to talk about today. For real, it's so crazy. Know y'all was watching the Oscars last night, and if you wasn't, you probably was doing what I was doing, not watching the Oscars. But everybody, I'm sure by now, has heard what happened. If you haven't heard, and I'm sure you done tuned in and seen it. I started getting all type of messages through Messenger telling me that something just went down at the Oscars. And immediately after I was getting the messages, they wasn't allowing them to be seen. For some reason, they wasn't allowing me to click on it and see it, though. So I knew it was something serious. But when I found out exactly what was going on, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I could not have imagined that that's what it was gonna be. Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, Chris Rock, all at the Oscars, though. You know, primetime TV in front of all them other people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. How y'all get down like that on that stage? Crazy. But I got a lot to talk about, man. A lot to talk about. But while I'm walking, I want to make sure that I don't get hit by no car. So we're going to be paying attention for sure. But that was tragic. That was tragic. I don't know who suffered the most, Will Smith or Chris Rock. You know, but I do agree and disagree with some of Will Smith's actions. Now, a man is supposed to stand by his woman. He's supposed to protect her. He's supposed to defend her. That's his job when he signed up to be with that person. Will did that. I mean, we saw the reaction that Jada Pinkett had when he said what he said. And Will did what he did because of that. But we also saw that Will was laughing first. Will was laughing, Jada was not. When the screen cut away, it was curtains. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Jada hit him on the leg, if Jada said, Will, go check that nigga, or whatever she said, Will got on his head. You know what I'm saying? So, Will was defending and protecting his wife. That's what I agree with. What I don't agree with is handling it on that stage the way you did. You worked too hard, come too far to allow something that somebody said cause you some of the backlash that's yet to come behind this incident. I'm sure there will be some court proceedings. Maybe not. They could be boys and maybe, I don't know. But if they were boys, I felt there would have been a conversation before the contact. Chris Rock, he handled it. You know what I'm saying? He kept the ball rolling like he was supposed to. They was paying him. He had a job to do. He did that. You know, me being a guy that I am, I went to go look for the root or the cause of the problem. I believe that this was something that had been building up over time. I believe that Chris Rock had this coming, not because of what he said, but because he said anything, because he said something before. I watched previous award shows, and if I'm not mistaken, it was the Oscars, where they showed Chris Rock actually say Will and Jada's names in an intro monologue that he did for another show, and it could have been the Oscars before this. So now you almost starting to seem like you harassing, or you got some type of infatuation with either her, him, or both. I agree that sometimes you gotta stop people from doing what they're doing. And if Will didn't do anything, next year, they might be the topic of discussion. To my next point, Will and Jada and their kids have been in the limelight of Hollywood for a long time. Limelight to where people like me that aren't famous pay attention to their moves. Even if we're not looking for them, they business has a way of finding us. We all familiar with the whole entanglement. August Alsina. We all familiar with their kids wanting to, I forgot the word, I can't think of it right now, but you know, they basically want to be adults before they were adults, emancipated. We are familiar with, and I'm gonna be honest, you know, I used to watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I've always been a fan of Will Smith, you know, like when it comes to fashion and all of that. He most definitely was a pioneer for a lot of the stuff that was happening in the 90s. He held it down. So I hate to hear when things like this happen to good people. As far as I can tell, he's a good person. He's my elder anyway. So with that supposed to come some type of respect. Now, I remember when there was a TikTok challenge right before the whole entanglement issue. Will Smith did the TikTok challenge, and he did it like way up in the sky, way up high. And he was trending. His TikTok went viral. Everybody was in his business. But it was all related to something good or positive that he did. He did that TikTok, and he was the topic of discussion because of it. It seemed like not too long after that, the entanglement issue happened. And he wasn't quite able to recover after that. The man won an award last night. He won the award that he actually had the physical confrontation about. He actually won. So that's what we're supposed to be discussing. The celebration of him still being able to perform on a high level. In the midst of all the bad stuff they had to talk about him. In the midst of all the scrutiny that he suffered by standing around and allowing Jada basically to tell the world that whatever they had going on, he's okay with it, and if he's not, he's gonna be. That's how I took what she said. Will stood by all that. They clowned him a lot. They had a lot to say about how he moved after the fact. But I never in a million years would have thought the love was that strong to where he would put everything that he worked hard for to the side because that woman had a problem with somebody else and she wanted him to take care of it. Will stepped up and handled that business. And I will say, as he should have. But not right then and there. Had he said something else to where I felt it was not secretly offensive, but offensive to everyone in the room, and it wasn't just a joke. You know, we talking about Chris Rock, he's a comedian. So I don't believe that. Some nice snowflakes right there, y'all. I don't believe the joke that he said actually warranted physical confrontation between the two of them on that stage at that time. The joke wasn't even that good. You had to think about it, all of that. Like, it wasn't even that serious. But they grown, you know? I'm pretty sure it's been conversations had amongst the two of them. If they haven't talked directly, they pretty sure they got teams or other people that has talked on their behalf for them. Will did get up there and try to get some understanding about what he was going through or why he did what he did or how he was feeling and his emotions at the time, but I don't know if that's going to fix what happened. This is going to be a moment that never, I mean, you know, it's going to have to be something like colossal, something huge, something big to happen in order for this to become second place. This is like a number one thing that happened on TV between stars because of when it happened, how it happened, and who was involved. These people all on the top of their careers. You know, these people is solidified, bona fide pioneers in this thing. And now we up there clowning in front of the white folk. And that's not to be racist or nothing, but you know, it was even a joke in the thing there that it was a big deal that not many black people was even nominated. So it's understood that this is a white sport. This is a predominantly white business. So you want to move accordingly, because the eye is not just on you and your actions. Sometimes your actions speak for the whole. To be honest with y'all, I probably don't have to go into too much detail. Let me get across the street before I get hit. But I don't have to go into too much detail about why the two of them, those two people we talking about, those two men, those two black men, should have handled things in a different scenery or a different time or a different manner. Maybe even all three, but for reasons that I won't go into detail right now, because I want to be politically correct. And I know how this YouTube and this social media thing work. You know, when you say something that's recorded and you put it out, you can't take it back, regardless if they understood the message or not. Once it's said, it's said. They you know, they can play with it and mix words up and all that. So I try to be cautious, even in my early career with this YouTube thing. So I won't say much, but I will say those two people, those two brothers, at that time, primetime television on that show, the Oscars, where there's not many black people nominated most times. I think it set us back some, y'all. I think we got set back a little bit. But I do hope that there's a good outcome in all of this. I do hope that Will and Jada actually get it together, though. I'm rooting for them. And then as far as Chris Rock is concerned, like, he continued on with the show. He stuttered a little bit. He said some words in some places he wasn't supposed to see it, but he probably was still suffering from the impact, because, you know, Will did go across his head, though. He didn't see it coming. Even though he seen Will coming on that stage, he didn't see that coming. He didn't even get a chance to duck or nothing. You feel me? Like, and it could have got worse than that, though. You know, and luckily, Chris Rock didn't react, because let's just think if, you know, this is a grown man we talking about in a room full of his peers. You know, everybody's watching. You got a room full of people, but you got people in other rooms across the world looking at you right now. And you just got slapped by another grown man in front of everybody. You know what that's supposed to do for that man's ego? His pride, all of that? That man sat up there and cracked jokes, man. That man sat up there and cracked jokes. I'm not going to say that was right or wrong. But I will say, when it come down to Chris Rock getting another job, or when it come down to somebody bringing this incident up, they're going to be able to say Chris Rock still did his job, even after the confrontation. Whew, y'all seen all the sweat, man. I just had to let y'all know this is for real, man. We out here. We is out here. We is outside, man. So, man, I'm a little winded, y'all, but I just really wanted to speak on the incident, because not only is it fresh, I mean, this happened last night. This is very fresh. This is going to be news for some time to come, because I don't know what would have to happen in this world for people to not talk about this anymore. I mean, with time, I'm pretty sure to phase out, but on the grand scale of things that can happen in the near future, it would have to be something astronomical to happen, man, for this to be old news. I'm sure they gonna be okay. I'm sure everybody involved is gonna be okay. They're rich. They got money. They will be all right. They will get more work. They older gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Even Jada, you know what I'm saying? They're older in their own right, solidified. They straight. They're gonna be all right. But as a whole, as a people, I just feel like we got set back over a joke. Maybe not that specific joke, but over a few jokes, or somebody pressing that button too many times and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate it happen. I really do. I really hate it. The older I get, the more I think about how stuff affect not just me, but everybody. And I feel like that was a setback. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. You know, get in the comment section and just let me know how you feel about the situation. Should have had played out the way that it did. What do you think is gonna happen after this? You think Chris Rock learned his lesson? Will Will and Jada get it together? Will Will ever be seen in a positive light again, though, and not a joke? I mean, he's been trending for a while now, man, and it ain't all been good, so. Get across the street, man. I just hope they get it all together, man. That's pretty much all I can say. I really do want to hear what you guys have to say about the incident. Like I said, it's going to probably be trending for a while. But I just really want to hear if you were affected at all, or after watching it, did you guys see it live, or did you see the repeat? You know, I did a little research, but I'm not going to lie, I didn't see it live, so there's no telling what pieces I did see or what pieces have been edited or what I didn't see. I did see that Will Smith was yelling from his seat after coming on stage and slapping the man. You came all the way on stage and put your hands on this man, not knowing what was going to be his reaction. The man could have jumped on you and you could have got whooped on the stage at the Oscars on primetime television. How can you outlive that, man? You went up there and got what you was looking for. But Will went and did that. And immediately after that, he goes back to his seat. He didn't run to his seat, gallop, nothing. The man just walked back to his seat and got to yelling to the stage like he wasn't just up there or something. Like, make it make sense, man. If you was that bothered to go up there and do that at that time, why not kick that man's ass completely? You already up there. The damage is done, man. Whether you hit him 1 time or 50 times, man, the damage is done. So get your point across. Or go ahead and sit and deal with it at a different time, man. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really want to hear what y'all got to say. Mind you, this is just my opinion. I'm just speaking on it on my platform to give y'all an understanding of what was going through my mind when I heard about it. Some of y'all might care about my opinion, some of y'all might not, you know, but this is my channel. You know, I got the right to say what I want to say on my channel. I'm rooting for everybody that was involved, though. I don't really pray on the downfall of no person. Most definitely no one that I, you know, admired from afar. Somebody that I always respected their business and watched their movies and their shows, and, you know, they paved the way. I probably wouldn't even be doing YouTube right now if it wasn't for them acting. So who knows? But y'all make sure that y'all just hit me up and let me know how y'all feel about the situation, man. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to my channel, please do so right now. Like right now. Pause. Notification bell. Subscribe. Share it. Like the video. Take care of that business, man. Y'all got a job to do just like I do. Just like I do. Y'all see it? Go hard gang, man. I'm a member too. I'm just out here walking, man. Getting my mind together. And exercising like I do. Sharing these walk vlogs with y'all. But I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. And y'all stay tuned, man. I got some more coming.